And welcome back to the rip-roaring Adventures of Pip. Yeah, Kaz.
We are working our way through. Yeah, I am rocking the couch over here. I'm Mac, and we are continuing to see what we can do.
You think if I drop down there, I'll be okay?
Well, there's skulls and crossbones, which means I think if you go down there, you evolve into a pirate.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I would think. That would make sense, right? Yeah, so we were talking a little bit about, these games, and I still stand by, I think one of the biggest reasons is just because it's easier to make. Not to say that this is some trivial thing to build, but it's easier. And, and just so much things have already been figured out for you. Like, for instance, most of this game is teaching its game mechanics in a very, Super Mario World / Braid kind of way. Of, here's a sign that points out what you should not be doing or what you should be doing.
Oh, Braid. I forgot about Braid.
But, at some point, someone had to figure that out.
Yeah.
And the game developer for this, luckily, didn't have to. They could just focus on what they wanted to, which is, this evolution mechanic or this wall jump mechanic. I was talking to a friend, kind of game jamming over the summer, building our own stuff, and we kind of talked about, it's like building Lego blocks. You go and you build the blocks that you want to build with, and then you see what kind of game comes out of the other side of that. So, for instance, these floating mechanics goes all the way back to, Super Mario Bros. 2 and Princess Peach, right? But it's the mix of that with the other blocks around it that makes it unique.
Yeah.
It's not specifically oh, he's just one pixel. Well, we had that in Adventure. That's not new. But he's one pixel that can turn into an 8-bit pixel, and he can do the Ninja Gaiden wall hang, and, there's a zillion different little inspirations all bricked together to make this game what it is.
I gotcha.
And that's true of pretty much, I think, every game now.
Crap.
I mean, remember how much we, lost our minds over, Shadow of Mordor? Because we had a gaming system that mechanic was, really, 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 really new?
Yeah, I'll give that.
And, couldn't have been done before because, we didn't have the computing power to do the AI that could build this constantly escalating group of nemesises we had to take on. And that was really cool. The rest of that game is Batman. But, that one mechanic really stands out because it's unique. So, yeah.
So have you got any games like this style, the new wave platformers, as I like to call them?
Well, I mean, you mentioned earlier Guacamelee. I got pretty into that. I mean, I'm a total sucker for Castlevania, Metroid-style games. I'm right now playing through another one of those. I'm playing through Axiom Verge. And Axiom Verge is right there because Axiom Verge is another one of those. Yeah, so one guy at his house for 3 years built this game by himself. I was really mad because I'm playing it primarily on the Vita, and I kind of waited for the Vita version.
Okay.
And the biggest reason the Vita version's late? Sorry guys, I can't work on the game because, I'm having, my first child. Ugh.
You
jerk. Why doesn't someone else on your team go and work on it then? Oh, right. You are your team.
You inconsiderate bastard.
And, that's new. And again, size of the game. We're finally reaching a really interesting plateau in video games that we're finally getting to it being an expressive art.
Yeah.
Where it's so easy to build a video game now that people are kind of how people used to, or not people used to, people still do, compose a quick song on a guitar or write a little short story out on line paper. That Dragon Cancer is an example of two people just, you're dead.
Yeah.
Just dealing with a personal tragedy, and how they dealt with it and how they reacted to it was through a video game. And that's new and exciting.
Yeah.
And again, I really want to stress to anyone who's listening, I'm not saying that making a game is a trivial thing. I have been trying to make my own reasonably enjoyable game for a long time and failing at it miserably. But I am just trying to say that the tools and techniques and advice available in 2016 is, night and day compared to what it's ever been. There you go.
Okay, we're good now. Alright. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I look at something like this, and I just try to wonder, especially for fans and stuff, because the fans eat this up too. Like, there's always been stuff like this out there. Oh, I missed somebody.
You.
Yeah, I know.
Left them there to die.
Left them in the forest to die. You know, I look at this and like, there's always been games like this out there.
Yeah.
Just what is it now that's drawing people to them?
Well, like a lot of other things. I mean, it's also like things like Steam and the stores. Hop aside, four sides. Hero coming through. I like Sir Chad. He's already a jerk.
Just imagine Patrick Wahlberg.
This is no place for a doorstop like you. He didn't say that. I added that. Not living for Sir
No place
Chad.
for a low-res civilian. Ouch.
What, you think he'd save the princess? Pfft, not in the 8 bits. I'm 256 colors over here, fool. Boxy, nobody likes a square peg in a round hole. I'm sensing this sort of classism between the pixel and the unpixel.
Just a little bit.
Well, I mean, okay, I've been fairly. Actually, I tell you what, we should actually probably stop. We should probably. Take
All
a
right.
break.
Well, tell you what. We'll have Mac finish this thought in the next episode
Yeah.
of Adventures of Pip.
The Adventures of Pip.
He's
Doorstop.
He's pixely.